Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Sapitri Simanjuntak. I'm from NCBA 1. Here I'm going to explain experimental research. Experimental research is a scientific approach to research where one or more independent variables are manipulated and applied to one or more dependent variables to measure their effect on the latter. Variable is usually offers and record over some time. To aid records in driving a reasonable conclusion regarding the relationship between these two variables types. The experimental research method is widely used in physical and social science, psychology, and education. It based on the comparison between two or more groups with straightforward logic, which might, however, be difficult and next, what are types of experimental research? The first is pre-experimental research design. In pre-experimental research design, either a group of various dependent groups are observed for the effect of the application of an independent variable which is presumed to cause change. Is it simplest from the experimental research design and is treated with no control group. Although very vertical and experimental research is lacking in several areas of the true experimental criteria, the pre-experimental research design the further divided into two types. Okay, and next, quasi-experimental research design. The word quasi means partial, half, or pseudo. Therefore, the quasi-experimental research bearing a resemblance to the true experimental, but not the same. In the quasi-experiment, the participants are not randomly assigned and assessed. They are used in settings where randomization is difficult or impossible. This is very common in education research, where administrators are unwilling to allow the random selection of students for experimental sample. And next, true experimental research. The true experimental research design relies on statistical analysis to approve or disapprove of hypotheses. Is it the most accurate type of experimental design and may be carried with or without or pretest on at least two randomly assigned dependent subject. The true experimental research design must contain a control group, a variable that can be manipulated by the researcher, and the distribution must be random. And the next is comparative research. Okay, and next is comparative research. Comparative research or analysis is a broad term that includes both quantitative and qualitative comparison of social entities. Social entities may be based on many lines, such as geographical or political ones in the form of cross-national or regional comparison. There is large body cross-public support to cuts in the employment benefit. The analysis of change healthy court system. The underlying goal of comparative analysis is to search for similarity and variance, thus searching for similarity. Often apply a more general theory and search for universal or underlying general clauses across. And pattern is often assumed as universal and independent from the time and space. System problem in comparative research. There are enduring methodological problems in comparative research. Several key problems include case selection, unit level, scale of analysis, and constructs equivalence, variable or case orientation, and finally, issue of causality. Okay, thank you. I think that's it from me. Thank you so much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.